Hey guys, it's Keisha Dixon, the Tapping Queen. This morning I was walking my daughter Madison to school and she was dragging her feet. She was really moping and saying things like, I don't want to go to school. This is stupid. Why should I go? Everybody just always teases me. They call me names. Today is going to be like every other day. It's always the same. And the more she spoke about it, the lower she just kind of slumped into herself. And it broke my heart, it really did. So I suggested that she change the narrative around this story. And she told me, really matter of factly, that's never going to work. How can that work? School sucks. That's just the way it is, and this is going to be another sucky day. Well, I'll tell you what, for a nanosecond, I almost bought in. And I almost turned her back around to go back home. For a nanosecond, I even tasted fear of potential schoolyard incidents. And that second passed, and my first right mind took over, and I visualized the two of us in a bubble together, this bubble just surrounding us, as I spoke these mom formations to her. My mom says I am brilliant. My mom says I live a brilliant life. My mom says I am creative. My mom says I am beautiful. My mom says I am kind. My mom says I am magnetic and people are drawn in and connect powerfully to me. My mom says I am above and not beneath. My mom says I am the head and not the tail. My mom says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. My mom says even my enemies shall call me blessed and pour blessings into my hands. My mom says I am full of joy. My mom says I am excited to be alive. My mom says brilliance is my birthright. My mom says I walk a life of peace. My mom says I am always in the right place at the right time. My mom says I am special. My mom says I am worthy. And as I spoke these mom formations, sweat was breaking out on my brow, and not because of the Florida sun, but because I knew in that moment I was wrestling. I was wrestling for the cultivation of Madison's everyday peace. And while I was wrestling for the cultivation of Madison's everyday peace, I could see from the corner of my eye that she was still stomping, but she was standing up straighter and straighter, and she was soaking it in. And I also noticed I couldn't hear that old voice that she was saying, that old story that she was saying. She had shut it down. And what I could see also in my essence was the future version of Madison. The future version of Madison having fun in school today, learning and playing with her friends. I could see the future version of Madison declaring her own mom formations over her children and her children's children. I could see the future version of Madison writing inspirational children's books and changing the story around playing the big game. I could see the future version of Madison sharing her TED Talk on the day the My Mom Says mom formations helped co-create her life. See, it's my job to encourage her and speak real truths into her life. So now I ask you, what stories in your money do you need to change? Usually, they're stories we've picked up when we're very young and heard from our loved ones. Stories like, you have to work twice as hard to get half as much. Stories like, the rich always get richer and the poor get poorer. Stories like, I'm always broke. Stories like, we pay taxes and then we die. Stories like, it's only money. Stories like, money can't buy you happiness. I know that you're over the narrative around your money. Let me help you change the narrative in the story so you can stop self-sabotaging yourself and end the money drama for good. Click on the link in the comment box below for a money goals assessment, and during this 30-minute call with me, we will review your money goals, and I'll help you to identify why your money is showing up the way it is. And we'll see if my one-to-one Monetize Your Mind coaching program is the solution you've been looking for. I'm Keisha Dixon, the Tapping Queen. I guide women to shatter their internal glass ceiling as they increase their income doing what they love. Have a great day, everyone.